Season 2, Episode 5, and how do we turn this into this? That's right, let's get into the video and show you how I took the plane garage training station area video, whatever, into this. Hope you guys enjoy it. That's right, like I said, we're gonna make some changes this season, and it all starts with where we train and where we make our videos. Just so happens to be 2 small walls, little corner in the garage, so it's not that difficult. But we need to make some change. Color needs to be added to the walls. We're gonna see how artistic I am. Let's get to it. First thing we gotta do, break all this fun stuff down. This will be a fun Saturday. Alright, so this TV is on a pull-out far enough mount, whatever you want to call it. We don't need to take that one down. Everything else is pretty simple to do. Now, we just got to start masking off. Of course, mask all our outlets off. It's easier to take the face plates off, mask the little outlet around, paint around it 100% faster. The other thing we're going to do is, as opposed to doing one wall in one color, one wall in another color, we're going to attempt to do a design. I'll explain how to do that in a little bit, but let's get everything else taped off, figure out what we're going to do, and then we'll go from there. After we get all the big stuff taped off, before we do the design, we'll get back into it. But yeah, grab your blue tape, let's get to work. As you can see, we've only taped off a few items, just kind of the basics that's already there. We've taped off our electrical because we know we need to do that around the door. Now, the reason we haven't taped off at the ceiling area yet or around the back of the TVs is because we don't know the design that we're going to put on the wall. And what I mean by that is, like I said, we're not going to do just gray, just teal, just white, all that type of stuff. We're going to attempt something a little bit different with some tape, some caulking, and some patience. A lot of patience. But this is the fun part. This is where you can kind of just let your mind go off and do whatever it's going to do. Now, if you already have TVs up on the wall, I recommend kind of building a white box perimeter just around that with tape, make it real nice and simple, and then you just go from there. Remember, whenever you're designing this stuff, just use a nice razor to get a nice little cut blade, get you a little straight edge, make your life a little bit simpler. This ought to be fun, and it's a learning experience. So let's dig in. Alright, so the simple basic design is up. As you can see with tape, this is where caulking, patience, and a lot of not fun is going to kick in. Let's get to it. Alright, so here's where the trick to good lines come into play. That's caulking, paint, and everything. Now the secret to this is really simple. Caulk the lines, wet rag, wipe your finger, make sure you get paintable caulk. This will dry pretty quick. So the trick is to do the one line, get 2 nice coats on it, and then go ahead and give that a pull and move on to the next area. Don't just let it sit there. Next thing you know, you just start peeling your paint away and it looks hideous. So let's get to work. We've got 1 coat of the teal on already. We've got the 2 grays done. So we're just gonna get the coat around. So remember, it's caulk around your outline as quick as you can. Go ahead, paint your coat around the outline, do your first coat on the wall, and then jump in and do that second coat really quick. Peel, and then peel at a 45-degree angle. It helps keep those lines nice and tight. Hopefully they stay as tight as the gray. Let's get to it. As you can see, we are done. Paint is done. It's gonna dry. All the stuff's pulled. Now, typically I would tell you just wait till morning till you put everything back. I've done this enough times where I can pretty much get everything put back. Plus, we still got to get a car in this garage. HOA don't like it when we parked out there. So yeah, still a lot more work to do, and it is dark outside. But the new Pain Cave Studio, whatever you want to call it, looks really good. Now, I know this video had about this much to do with training. All right, 10% to do with training, and there wasn't any in it, but there was a reason behind this video, and it was, as I said, making a change in what we're doing in season 2. Part of that is making our area our own and customizing it. I highly recommend this if you have Pain Cave, a training area, or just somewhere that is your workspace. Get in there, make it your own, with a little bit of help, of course, and be happy with what your finished product does. Makes it a little bit more comfortable. And to be honest, I'm super excited to get down here tomorrow morning and get on the bike and get a great one in, plus a good run afterwards. I want to thank you guys for watching episode 5 of season 2, Going to the Well. And don't forget, if you've yet to hit the subscribe button, go ahead and do so down below. Share it with your friends, smash the like button, and yeah. Also, you can find us on Instagram at Allenville_endurance, yonder. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot us a message over there. Again, we want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. It's a little bit different, but it's time to give it a gander. We'll see you next week. Smart water. I wonder if this does anything. Nope. It looks like UPS finally showed up, and we have a little gift. Well, not a gift, it cost me a lot of money, but this is what you see when you are at pretty much any event of decent size. My last Ironman event, a company called Fond Memories, I believe that's it. Bingo. And what you can order if you choose to. Yes, like every other person I know, I use the kitchen knife, take the tape off, and put it right back in the holder. Oops. But anyways, let's see what they sent us. By the way, I don't put that back in the holder. I always wash it. Anyways, so Fond Memories, when you're at any of the events, you'll typically see them around, and they have these picture frames in here where they put your bib number in, the course that you ran, what course that you ran, your name with all your times in here, which we'll just go ahead and do one of those. But all your times in here, and then the swim, bike, and run. And then here's what's kind of cool, you get a second 70.3 Oregon medal. So it's kind of nice to have. But being it was my first 70.3 Ironman event, I decided that I would go ahead and get the picture frame. Now, of course, I'm not going to do this for every event that I do, but I just thought there was a lot of significance behind doing that, so I went ahead and placed the order. And I gotta be honest with you, very good quality. I'm really impressed. I dig this. So fond memories, they're typically at all your events. If it's your first or if the event has any special meaning to you, I highly recommend spending the money and getting one of these puppies and hang it up on your wall. I know that we have all our medals hung up and our number bibs and plates and all that stuff, which I've yet to do, but I know it's typical, but I just thought this was something a little bit better. But yeah, super stoked. Time to get this puppy on the wall. And maybe it's just a little bit of motivation I needed to kind of keep pushing hard and stronger.